Hi guys, welcome to our channel. Today we are going to start a new lesson, that is human eye and colorful world. Okay, for this lesson we have to learn two definitions, the important definitions, then we can understand the common concept of the eyes, that is least distance of distinct vision and angle of vision. So let me explain what is least distance of distinct vision. So for this there is an activity is there in our book. Let me explain. If we hold this book like this in front of our eyes, okay, you try. So hold the whole book like this and try to read the letters on the book. Okay, so then next move the book towards to the eye, close to your eye. Then you can experience like this. When you seeing the letters on the book, you feel they seems to be blurred, or you feel stain in your eyes, pain in your eyes. Okay, why? So next you move the book backward to a position from where you can see letters distinct and comfortably. Okay, if I see from here, I feel they are comfortable, very distinct vision. If I am having told your friend to measure this distance, do this activity 2, 3 or 4 times and measure this distance. You will find a constant value, that is nearly average value, that is 25 centimeters. What is 25 centimeters? For the average people is 25 centimeters. What is 25 centimeters is, that is the least distance of distinct vision. That means after 25 centimeters only we can see a perfect distinct object. Before 25 centimeters we can't see. Why? Because we feel strain in your eyes. Okay, there will be no flexibility after if you are watching near object, there will be you can see the object is blurred and you feel pain in your eyes. That means the eyes has a limit. Eyes has a limit to see. That limit is of 25 centimeters only. This distance is variable by the variable persons. Okay, by the person to percentage this is different, and the age to age also this is different. For the childs, this is nearly 7 to 8 centimeters. Why? Because they can their muscles can maintain stress even more than us. Okay, for the old people the distance nearly 1 meter and above, because their muscles can't maintain that strain. They are not that much flexible. For the childs, the muscles are very flexible. They can maintain strain. That means they can watch the object, even very near object compared to us. Okay, that is called least distance of distinct vision. The definition is simply we can say like this: in which place you can watch the object perfectly distinctly. That is called, the distance is called least distance of distinct vision of our eyes. That is for a healthy people, that is nearly 25 centimeters. The children's it nearly 7 to 8 centimeters only. For the old age people it changes to 1 meter and above also. That is called least distance of distinct vision. Next, what is angle of vision? If you do activity same, if you let me take the same book. Okay, I want to watch the book like this. If I move near to my eyes, can I watch the whole book here? No. If I want to watch downside, I will miss upside. You can assume, let me assume a big tree is there in front of me. There is a big tree is there. If I want to watch downside, I will miss upside. If I want to watch upside, I will miss downside. That means I am not going to watch whole tree. From this map you can easily understand the AB and the CD. Those objects you can watch wholly. But what about A dash, B dash? You are not watch all the object. Why? The rays which are coming to the top and the bottom rays are create an angle in eyes, that is above to the 60 degrees. That means what is angle of vision is nothing but that is the angle created by the top and bottom rays of an object if the angle is below 60 degrees, you can watch the whole object. If the angle is above 60 degrees, you can't watch the whole object. That is called angular vision. What is least distance of distinct vision? In which place, from which place you can watch the object distinctly and comfortably without straining your eyes. The distance is called least distance of distinct vision. And here angular vision is nothing but if you are watching an object perfectly, that means that the angle is now below 60 degrees. If you are not watching the object, that is the angle is above 60 degrees. You can watch an object comfortably only when the angle is below 60 degrees. That is called angle of vision. So let us learn now about our eyeball. This is our eyeball. Okay, in eyeball there are this is a very sensitive organ in our body, and so many components are there. Cornea is there. Cornea is the outer edge of the eyeball, and the humerus, aqueous humor is there. That is responsible for our eye tears. After the aqueous humor, there is a eye lens is there. Okay, in between the eye lens and the aqueous humor, there is a muscular diaphragm is there. That is called iris. In between the iris, in middle of the iris, there is a hole is there. That is pupil. Okay, iris, there is an important role of iris is here. What is iris? Iris controls the light entering into the eyes. Iris controls the light entering into the eyes. How it controls? Let me explain. If you are watching the bright area, the bright lightful area, then the iris makes the pupil to contract so that the more light not go inside. Okay. If you are watching low light condition, then the iris makes the pupil to expand so that more light enter into the eyes. Thus, the iris controls the entering of the light into the iris through the pupil. Okay, this is about our eyeball. Cornea is the outer edge, and after cornea there is a aqueous humor is there, the lens is there, iris, and the pupil appears in the black. Why? Because the light which is falling onto the pupil goes into the eyes. There is almost no chance to come outside. That's why pupil appears as a black in color. Okay, that is about eyeball. Next, there is important concept is here about our eyes. What is that? We know that from last lessons 1 by f is equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u. Here we learned that 1 by v minus 1 by u. If u changes, v changes. For noun f, u changes, v changes. That means what is u? Distance of object is changes, automatically distance of image also changes. We learned that distance of object is changes, distance of image also changes. F is not change. But here in our eyes, what happens? Distance of image always remains constant. Distance of image always constant. What is distance of image here? That is distance between the retina and eye lens. That is always constant. So when v is constant, we can say by this formula, when u changes, v is constant, then automatically f changes. When v is constant, when u changes, then automatically f changes. What is f? Focal length of eye lens. That is the greatness of our eyes. Our eye lens changes its focal length. How it changes its focal length? By using the ciliary muscles. Around the eye lens, there are ciliary muscles are there. They are the responsible for the changing of the shape of an eye lens. Okay, the focal length of eye lens changes only if the shape of eye lens is changes only. How the shape of an eye lens changes? By using the ciliary muscles. Let me explain. This is a very, very important question in also exams also. So, how the shape of eye lens changes? If you are watching nearest distance, our ciliary muscles get very strained, then its shape changes like this. If you are watching far more object, it changes like this. If you are watching nearest object, it changes like this. Far objects, it changes like this. Near objects, it changes like this. For objects, what happening? Ciliary muscles are rest place. Then our eye lens is at its maximum value when you are watching nearest place, then ciliary muscles are at strain stage, then our eye lens shape goes like this, then eye lens is at its minimum focal length value. Okay, thus the focal length of an eye lens is changes using the ciliary muscles. These are very important questions, exams also. What is the role of ciliary muscles in our eyes? Ciliary muscles changes the shape of an eye lens, so that the focal length also changes by its changing the shape. So that is the role of a ciliary muscles in the eyeball. Okay, there is important roles of two components, that is first one is iris and the second one is ciliary muscle. What iris is doing? Iris is controlling the light coming inside to the eyes. So what ciliary muscles are doing? Ciliary muscles are changing the shape of an eye lens. That means changing focal length of an eye lens. When you are watching far more distances, the ciliary muscles are rest place, then the eye lens is at its maximum focal length value. When you are watching nearest place, then the eye lens has its minimum focal length value. Which is the minimum value of this eye lens, we will find in next class. Okay, there is a limits for change, minimizing the focal length, maximizing the focal length. There is a limits are there, there is a values are there. That is nothing but minimum value is 2.27, maximum value is 2.5 centimeters. In between our eye lens is changes. Okay, that will learn in the next class. In this class we learn about the two important concepts, that is the definitions of the least distance of distinct vision. What is least distance of distinct vision? That is nothing but in which distance you can watch an object perfectly distinctly. The minimum distance is called least distance of distinct vision. That is for average people, healthy people, that is 25 centimeters. For the children it is near to 7 to 8 centimeters only. For the old age people it is near up to 1 meter and above also. Okay, what is the angle of vision? In which angle? That means in which angle you can watch the whole object. That is angle is called angle of vision. That is nothing but 60 degrees and below. If the angle is 60 degrees and below, you can watch the whole object. If the angle is above 60 degrees, you can't watch the whole object. And we learn about the eyeball also here. In the eyeball, for our physical science, there are two important concepts is there. That is role of an iris and role of an what is that? Ciliary muscles. What iris does? Iris controls the entering of light. And what ciliary muscles does? Ciliary muscles changes the focal length of an eye lens. Okay. In next lesson we learn about the how the focal length of a lens is changes. What are the maximum value and what are maximum values and minimum values of a eye lens. Okay. So we will learn in the next class.